Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us for the Seed Formula Summit. We're delighted to have a fantastic audience in the room and, of course, yourselves that are online. First and foremost, I'd like to say a huge thank you to LEDCOM for supporting the program and providing the space today. So I'm going to hand over quickly to Ken Nelson, CEO, to share a few words. Thank you.
And echo Shirley's welcome to everyone who's here in person in Willowbank Business Park, and to our online audience, which is right across Northern Ireland. You're very welcome. Great to see you, or great to hear from you. We're delighted from a LEDCOM perspective to be involved in this event. LEDCOM is a business enterprise centre. We've been on the go for 35 years. Over those 35 years, we've literally worked with thousands of individuals who've wanted to take forward their ideas and see where they can go on the enterprise and business support journey. And along with our Enterprise NI members right across Northern Ireland, we all try and give you the support that you need, be it at the pre-startup stage, to the startup stage, to the scale-up stage. We have a powerful blend of support from advice, information, signposting, networking, business planning, and then if you need workspace, from hot desking and co-working right through to startup space and scale-up space, the full blend of support that we can provide as an enterprise centre. So we're delighted to be hosting this today in Willowbank Business Park, which is in a rural area. I'm from a rural area myself. In my family, I have 4 daughters and my wife, and a number of those are certainly either they have their own rural business or they're interested in setting up their own rural business. And we're absolutely delighted to be partnering with Shirley Palmer and the Simple Series. It's great to have the support from the Ulster Bank as well, and I know John Ferris is going to join us later. And as you work through all of these issues, this is about helping you turn your dreams of being your own boss into reality, but doing it in a way that it can be successful and sustainable. I've often heard the phrase, how do we turn ideas into invoices? And the support that you're going to get through the Simple Series, and then the support that we can provide in LEDCOM and our Enterprise NI members, that's the help that we can give you, is to take forward your ideas and to be able to turn those into invoices. So we're really looking forward to the summit. We're looking forward to the program, and we wish you all great success today and through the rest of the program. And Shirley, I'm going to hand back to you. So welcome and thank you.
This is where you get to deal with the hot seat, as they say, jumping from one seat to the other. So next, ladies and gents, I would like to introduce John Ferris. Today would not be possible if it was not for Ulster Bank and their support. I have had the opportunity to meet John a couple of years ago, and we've stayed in touch when I understood that this year they were looking at various programs to support underprivileged people. For me, rural women was a really important topic. As a farmer's daughter who flew the nest, shall we say, at 21, spent a number of years in private equity in London, has since lived in California and more recently moved back home. It's a joy to be able to support rural women, empowering them to look at how they can support their families better, greater independence, and really look at supporting the economy with fantastic new business. John, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity and the grant to support us. We'd love to hear a little bit more from you, please.
No problem. Thanks, Shirley. Really great to be here today. I wish I was there in person, but yeah, these hybrid things are wonderful. So I just wanted to start and talk a little bit about when the Rose Review into female entrepreneurship was carried out by our CEO nearly 3 years ago now. I guess little did we know at that point how life could change and would change for all of us. At the time, we'd launched a partnership with Crowdfunder to match fund millions of pounds to support women starting a business for the very first time. And more importantly for me, we also committed to funding local organisations like LEDCOM and Shirley's organisations to run programmes to support more women to start a business. And we purposely looked out for organisations who had the same desire and passion as we do to help support and change the stats around female entrepreneurship around the country. This is the third year that we've provided that funding, and so far the organisations we've worked with, no pressure, Shirley, and the team, but I've already supported more than 1,500 women, which is phenomenal. But since then, things have become more challenging, and nobody needs a middle-aged white guy to harp on about the challenges that you face. But 71% of women founders found managing their business stressful during the pandemic. And so it's never been more important to put the support structures in place that come with the seed formula and other programs to help early stage entrepreneurs to get to where they want to go. So we at Ulster Bank are delighted to partner with Shirley and Ken to support more of you to start your business and to help you on that journey. And you're definitely in very safe and experienced hands. And the journey to start a business is always very daunting, but it also comes with excitement and a huge amount of reward. And the one thing I'd say to remember is that you're not alone. Whether it's the 1,500 other women who've been through this in the past couple of years, myself and the team at Ulster Bank, Shirley, Ken and their teams, we're all here to help you on that journey. You're not alone. So if you heed one piece of advice today from anyone, it's this: never be shy in asking for what help you need, because there are so many people out there who are only too willing to support. So if you think you need help, pick up the phone and ask. My details are easy to find. I'm all over Twitter and LinkedIn and everywhere else. And I'll put my contact details in the chat. So I look forward to hearing about the amazing success stories that you're all going to have ahead of you. And thanks, back to you, Shirley.
So you've had a fantastic startup here with Ken sharing a little bit more about LEDCOM, what they've done. And again, great to have some of the team here with us today. And hopefully later we'll maybe hear a few words from Catherine as well. Our emphasis really was around how can we support you and what's the best possible way to support you. So what I'd like to do now is just share a little bit more about the concept of the program, why we chose to build it, how it can support you in the best possible way, and hoping that at the end of this, you decide to put an application in. Now, we have some fantastic ladies in the room who has already gone through their application and have already got a big tick saying yes. So we hopefully we'll hear a few words from some of those about why they've chosen to be here today and what that looks like. So, seed formula. Well, we can't really be in the rural countryside without thinking about seeds, right? Growing that seed, that idea, that concept, that's something that you've often thought about and how that might be. It's a quick snapshot on our agenda for today. So I will briefly talk through the seed formula, and then we've got the opportunity to speak to lovely Rachel sitting on my left. Pamela will be joining us online, and in our panel later we'll have a few extra people joining us. When it comes to our coffee and breakout sessions, for those of you that are online, we will have some fun, quirky questions for you to be able to enjoy whilst the rest of us here have a little coffee break. So the seed formula really is, as it says, a quick, simple, easy formula to help you get that business launched that you've been thinking about. You've got the opportunity to join us at the end of September for the program itself. We will run over the course of the next few months and complete by the end of December. Part of the program will give you access to a membership platform, and that will run into January. So you will have, over that Christmas period, the New Year period, you will still have some added support and leverage throughout that, and we'll look beyond that at what else is also possible. So you might be struggling with the concept and idea, you might be lacking clarity, confidence, maybe courage, maybe direction, and you're looking for that knowledge and guidance. Well, you've definitely came to the right place, because with my team's expertise, you will learn everything that you need to know about business and getting it up and running. It doesn't matter what sector you're in. The sector is agnostic from a viewpoint of Every business starts with the why. Who are you? Why are you doing it? What's the importance for you of doing it? So what I want to hear is I want to hear those stories. Why is it you're wanting to set up the business? Because any business that's set up from purpose and passion will succeed. You might want to craft that idea. You might want to build a brand. You might want to create more freedom for yourself, for your family. You might want to get rid of that stress, those anxieties, those fears. Maybe you no longer want to do the 9 to 5. Maybe you want added flexibility and freedom in order to be flexible with how you work. Maybe you've got young children. Maybe you've got other added interests that need you outside the normal remit of timing. So if you've dreamed of being your own boss, this is the opportunity for you to gain success without any limitations whatsoever. We will help guide you through mindset, through building the business, through the marketing, through the sales, through positioning, through branding. There is, dare I say, about 60 different sections and topics through the program, which sounds horrendous, but having already done this with several groups of people, I know the success that's achievable at the end of it. As I said, it's a program. We marry up a membership package as well. The membership will give you access to added online training, added events, networking events in person where possible. I appreciate some of you have traveled quite some distance today. So thank you again for making that journey to here. The program itself, can you move me over, please? Thank you very much, Roy. The benefits of having your AV guy in the room, which is fantastic. So what you will learn, this gives you a quick snapshot of really what you're going to learn through the process. So we'll be looking at planning for business. So I said, we start with that why, the drive, the passion, the concept, the idea, planning for business and really looking at it, what it is that you're wanting to plan, identifying your products or services. So you may be like Martin, who has just opened up an online baby clothes shop. So for him, it's all about the products. For Denise in the room, who is doing tutoring, correct? That will be about providing the service. So thinking about what is your product, what is your service? Is there an opportunity there to marry any of that up with a passive income? There's always going to be a disparity with what is possible. So don't think, oh, I only provide products or I only provide services. You might find you have a marry of both. We'll look at your customers, helping you identify who your customer is, acknowledging that avatar, who are they, where are they, what do they like, how do they spend their money, why would they come to you, why are you different, what does that look like? Back to basics in business, so going through the basic business process to make sure that you've got things up and running the way you need it. So deciphering whether you want to be a sole trader, limited company, a limited liability partnership, a partnership. I know we've got some ladies in the group who are considering marrying up and working together, so they may decide on a partnership rather than a limited company to start with. Recognizing your insurance, all those very basic things that you think about. Now, a lot of people will come to the audience and go, oh, I need to go build my website. No, we work on getting your presence right first, getting your message right first, getting your brand right first, and then being able to support you with the website and everything else. We want to make sure you spend as little money as possible to get you up and running as quickly and efficiently as possible. Sales, talk through the sales process, the sales target. We'll help you look at the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. Likewise with your marketing, who you're marketing to and addressing that. Likewise with your finances, putting a budget in place and expanding beyond that. Now, some of you may have bigger ideas. Some of you may have bigger dreams. Some of you might need funding to start. Some of you might need large chunks of funding to start. And that may mean an opportunity to position your project to a bank or to another third party. In those cases, you're going to need the likes of a business plan. So LEDCOM's got a fantastic process by which you can come along, meet one of their team, and they can go through and help you with the business plan. So this is very much working in a collaborative way to support you with all access to all possible connections, links, added support that we can bring to the table to support you through this. Business resources, again, as it simply says, what other resources are you going to need and what that's going to look like? Added support, again, recognizing how you're collaborating with your peers, your mentors, getting support from your family, your community, and then lastly, we'll be looking at the future and identifying what that looks like for you. By the end of the program, we anticipate that you will have the next year played out. You will have an indication what that looks like, and equally so, we'll have you up and running and having some money in the bank. We end it with a lovely recap and also a celebration. So for me, starting a business is like birthing a new baby. So we often talk about baby showers, we often talk about birthday celebrations, but I think it's always really important to celebrate a new business. So a great way to be able to celebrate your successes with your friends and your family in the process too. Here's 3 fantastic ladies that have worked with me in the past. And as you can see, Claire says, it provided me with direction when I felt unsure, lost my way and confidence. Claire has a fantastic training company that focuses on health and safety. Steph says, I've gained, learned and built so many valuable skills during the time in the course. I couldn't recommend it enough. Steph actually has a side hustle and a full-time job, and her side hustle's in the beauty industry, and she's looking at hopefully taking that to a full-time stance as well. Fiona, this has given me the tools and confidence to begin my journey into being a business owner. I've been able to take my ideas and start turning them into reality. Shirley has a wealth of knowledge and is incredibly supportive and positive. Fiona is working full-time, and she's also building her mental health business to support teenagers. So don't think that, oh, but I'm working full-time, I can't do something else. If you've got that concept or idea in the back of your head, if it's been something you've been constantly mulling over and thinking about and saying, oh, I must try this, and you keep putting it off, or you keep procrastinating, you keep finding an excuse, now's the time to bring it to the table. Bring it to the table. Let's come and chat, book in an appointment with us, and we can help put you on that track. What you will also get, I touched on this a little bit earlier, added bonuses or added workshops, networking and speaker events. We have a phenomenal list of speakers of other business women throughout Northern Ireland that have already agreed to share their knowledge, share some of their expertise, and they will tell you their trials and tribulations through that. People need to understand there's going to be tough times, there's going to be great times, but it's getting through the other side of those, and we'll get to learn how they did some of those. There'll be networking events, and as I said, added workshops. We'll evaluate through the process what's the specifics of extras that you need. You're also getting a habit tracker, so that really gets you to focus on how you spend your time primarily. And anything else, a weekly planner again, but the weekly planner will keep you on track from our weekly sessions on the program, the mentoring sessions as well. And then we have a private Facebook group where you can get support as well.